Alright. Let's see if this is working. I hope we're going live. We'll see what happens here. Testing, testing. Hope everyone's having a good night out there. It's been a bit of a rough day over here, so I'm gonna try and relax and stream a little bit. I mean, I tried playing this a little bit earlier today. This is Conan Exiles, is my Exiled Lands world. I don't think I've been streaming this for a little bit, so there might be some new stuff that I haven't actually talked about yet, because I've been playing this off stream for a bit. Like, I've got an outfit and a war paint here from, you know, I think the war paint is from the battle pass, and the outfit I got from there was a set of, you know, ordinarily I was only really looking for a couple of emotes and stuff in the item shop, and they had a thing called the... We're not getting attacked out here, are we? I'm sorry. I was wondering if, like, horses were making a lot of noise, and I'm like, did something wander over here and attack us, or is it just my horses being extra today? Yeah, no, my horse is just being a freak. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so I played earlier today. Yeah, but yeah, so there was like a thing in the item in the bazaar, the item shop, called the Bare Essentials armor set, and I was like, okay, you know, they know me a little too well, so I ended up getting that. So it had, this is the, this is not really what the whole armor set normally looks like, because I've dyed it, and I've also transmogged the helmet into, like, I decided with all those, like, every time we were doing one of those bounties to make a piece of armor during the battle passes, I was just making the black hand earrings, like, which are just like big gold hoop earrings that the pirates wear, and I decided to use that to transform just the helmet on this armor so that it, see, ordinarily it's like a headdress, and right now my character model is not loading because of reasons, so that's fantastic. Why is... Okay, here we go. First couple of minutes, like, you know, the game is still loading stuff into memory, and it acts a little funky sometimes. Yeah, but I decided to just put, still has the same stats as the helmet, except that now it looks like a pair of earrings, which I've also dyed pink, because of course I did, so. This I put like a couple of shades of green on the green parts, and like the bones and shells decorations, I put like a silver blue on them, and pink on some of the other baubles and whatnot. Yeah, this is sort of a barely there set of armor, as you can see, so, does make me feel pretty, so I can't complain. And also from that like Greek bath set type thing that they had, I also learned how to make the thermae robes, or thermae, which is like the well, it doesn't look right with the armor. Let me put on my jewelry to go with it. I'm just gonna put on my silver jewelry to just get the armor off. But yeah, this is also a pretty nifty little outfit. Like, this is a robe that you can handcraft from silk and twine. So it's kind of like the handcrafted rags you make at the beginning of the game, except you need silk and twine for it instead of plant fiber. And there's another armor set, which I think is one of the like acolyte of set type things. I can't remember where it is in here. See if it's in the menu. I keep forgetting that, like, my face is blocking at least part of this part over here, so if I ever try to show you something in my inventory, that's going to be complicated. But I've got a lot of recipes I've been accumulating over since they started doing these this system here. think Raiment of Set, is that it? It's probably this one. I think this is the one I was thinking of. No. I don't even know if I've made one of these yet, actually. I mean, I guess I could give it a shot. I think I have enough material, maybe, to do that. Do I, though? Let me see. Yeah, I might even show you some of the process here, because after I do this, I'm probably going to change the helmet, because I don't know how I feel about the helmet. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think I made this yet. And I think this is one of the 3 that I bought, actually. It could be wrong, but, you know, who knows. Shouldn't take anything I, do here as gospel, because I do occasionally get... I do try to be accurate, but I do occasionally get confused and just mix things up, you know. And I do have drops enabled, although only slight problem with that is that the most recent drop was disabled by Funcom temporarily because they it was causing some kind of problem, like some kind of technical issue, and I guess once they have that ironed out, I guess they'll re-enable it. So I got there's the bunny, there's the blood crystal mace, which was honestly kind of underwhelming because you actually have to spend blood crystals on it. Like, unlike the blood crystal maul and sword and the other ones from the battle pass, which you just make with like either iron or star metal depending on what tier you're making. Like the blood crystal mace, for some reason they decided to actually require the blood crystals that you have other uses for, like, for like golems and turning them into the Mechamorpho or whatever his name is, to get sorcerer packs and stuff from, so or to open his dungeon. So I don't know why they thought that was necessary, but anyway, yeah, so I'm just going to let the rest of this craft while I'm talking about this. So I was playing, I kind of took a detour here. I was going to talking about the session I played earlier. I played like maybe an hour of this. I haven't played in like maybe about 4 days. And, earlier today I was like, let me give this a spin because I've got like an hour to kill, and, maybe I'll go level one of my Sabertooth kitties. And I was doing really well for a while. I decided to go to I went toward the jungle area. I found one of those white rabbits that, like, the white rabbit that you get as a Twitch drop that, like, you can tame it and have it in your base as a pet. And I was like, why can't I pick up any of these rabbits? It has to be that specific, that one that you rarely see where the rabbits spawn sometimes. Like, there's just like a, like a white hair that shows up. Like, that's the only one you can actually pick up. All the other ones are just like, they're just like other animals in the game. Like, they're, they're not like hatchlings or anything. You just, you can't pick them up. So it has to be one specific kind of rabbit. And I found one. I'm like, oh, great. I'm all excited. And I take my Sabertooth over to, like, the Zelha ruins type area. Like, I like the light to call them home or whatever. Like, the whole dock area. Like, for the like, deep ones type dungeon. And then I got my Sabertooth killed because we ran into a corrupted, like, 8-man or something that, like, basically was doing, like, a third of its health with every hit. And I panicked and fumbled my keys and couldn't, like, run away and call it to run away with me fast enough because I wasn't expecting it to go that badly. Like, I jumped on the thing and, like, I was wailing on it with poison daggers and I didn't even get it down to half before it was too late, so... But yeah, so that was, it's a great area to level until one of those shows up, and then it's a terrible area to level if you're, unless your follower's already level 20 and can squash one of those. But yeah, that's well. Also, I forgot that they kind of nerfed the Sabertooths anyway, because they used to be, I think, both the ones in the world and the tamed versions, because they were just a little overwhelming. like they were, you know, a couple of tiers above whatever the next highest tier animal threat in the game was. So, and I guess they figured that was a bit much. Let me just see what this looks like real quick. See, the main thing that annoys me about some of these armors is that they cover my hair, and then, you know, frankly, my hair is friggin' awesome, and I kind of like to let it fly out. This is also very drab, and I would like to maybe put some brighter colors on it. See, but when I talk about the transmogging thing, actually, let me grab something quick from my vault, and I'll show you. Because I remember one of the first, I think the first sorcery battle pass that we got when we started getting the sorcery stuff was... Or is this the one that I... Now I don't know. Is this the one from that set? Actually, well, the thing is that set isn't in the bazaar right now anyway, so it's not really affecting anyone's decisions, but, that I'm saying this or not, but, actually I didn't leave it in the vault. I think I left it in the sorcery bench. But yeah, you know, having my whole... I mean, this is a very fancy, like, headdress thing. I'm, like, wondering... just for the sake of showing you... this is the illusory Setite Cult Helm. This was, like, a drop from one of the Age of Sorcery battle passes. Now, you can take... Basically, you can... One of the things you can use a thaumaturgy bench? Really? Just call it a sorcery bench. Come on, who's going to call it that? Anyway, yeah, at your sorcery bench, you can put the item, the source stats, like the item that you want to change, would help if I actually took it off first. Let me put my regular armor back on. Alright, that's my Pictish set. Good. Just gonna put the helmet. See, this is the part that will provide the source stats, and these things, like the illusory Setite Cult Helm item, like, these are things that you could use to transform, just for transforming items, just to provide the appearance. Like, they dropped a few of them just so you would have cool stuff to do that with, sort of like as free samples, I guess, you know, to give you the idea of how it worked. So I could put this here for the appearance, combine that, takes like a second, and now, see, the icon still looks like its original appearance. I'm gonna take that back, and let me equip all that, get somewhere that you can see me with the lights, and put on the other parts first. And if I put the helmet on, yeah, well, that still covers my hair, but it is at least kind of a intimidating looking helmet. Yeah, so that's... Yeah, it's pretty wacky stuff there. So it still has the same stats the original helm for this set did, but as far as, like, you know, weight, protection, any attribute, well, they don't really do attribute bonuses, but any bonuses you to, like, you know, damage or for particular weapon types or what have you. I'm probably going to put that away now. But but functionally it's still the same as it was. It changes only, it's an illusion, it changes only the appearance. Now where did I get this? I got this from the vault, didn't I? Alright. I mean, I'm really not into any of the Setite stuff that much anyway, because, you know... Did I get it from here? Wait a minute, where did I get this? I just crafted it, I didn't get it from anywhere. I am so scatterbrained today. You know, today is just, it's just been a heck of a day. Like, I know I've alluded to, you know, don't want to be a drag, but, like, you know, and bother everyone with it, but I've been alluding to some, like, you know, family crisis that's been ongoing for a while. And that ongoing family crisis is going good and hard today. So, you know, it's been a little rough, but we're going to try and have some fun. And I haven't done this in a long time, and I feel like, I'm actually getting a little anxious about, like, if I don't do this every now and then, am I just going to completely forget how? I had to log back into everything because it's been so friggin' long that my logins are all expired. So. Yeah, where am I going to put this? I made a set of armor now that I don't know where I'm going to put it because my storage space situation is laughable right now. See, I was storing a bunch of stuff to assemble golems with, and actually one of the things is I made a bunch of warhammers because I realized that I wanted to make the, I don't normally buy these recipes anymore because I just use the ones from the cultural DLCs. I like the Turanian Warhammer and so on. So what's the problem then? It's like, well, the problem is it needs a specific, it's not just like any Iron Warhammer that you craft from the DLCs. It specifically wants like the regular Iron Warhammer as a crafting ingredient and a regular Steel Warhammer, which you wouldn't have anyway, even with the DLCs, So, not like have available to craft all the time, I mean, because, see, actually, like, the Iron Warhammer is actually a little bit different because the Iron Tier weapons you craft from like the DLC sets are actually like the regular Iron Warhammer is like a little buffed compared to that. I guess because like otherwise maybe it bothered them in terms of balance that like in the early game struggle like the DLCs were basically sort of giving you free recipes, so I don't know if they either nerfed them or just didn't buff them when they buffed something else, but I don't know. But anyhow, yeah, so I respect with my I made a Yellow Lotus potion and respect just like so I could grab the Golem skills, and I also ended up having to do it twice because I'm like, oh, I forgot to unlock Warhammer. So I just crafted some. There's probably more than I will ever make, like, maul arms for the Golems, because if you want to make the arms like where you're arming them without Warhammer so they can break rocks, they have to have a hammer for that, and depending on what tier of golem you're making, you'll either need an iron one or a steel one for that. I mean, you could just also arm them with a scythe to make to harvest plants, or a battle axe to chop wood. It's very, very particular, but I actually have kind of an idea that like I was wondering if it's something I should do is maybe respec my... Because if I get authority up to 20, I can bring 2 followers with me, and I could like take both my Sabretooth and try to level them at the same time, so that like, aside from having the advantage of like numbers, that at least I would only have to do that once and not, bring 2 of them like to level to 20. But I'm wondering what do I dump stat to actually get those 10 extra points, though, and there's really nothing I want to give up, but, I mean, that is what it is, obviously. I mean, I could, just for the sake of, just for that temporary exercise, I could just dump stat, what is it, agility to 0 and just not be any good with daggers or with bows and just not use those for a little bit, just lean on the Warhammer exclusively. I mean, we shall see, I suppose. Yeah, now I don't know what to do with this nonsense. What did I do to myself here? So I'm not just carrying this around a spare set of armor around in my inventory all day. That's not a thing that will happen. Alright, maybe down here. Wondering what I can even dump here at this point. I mean, I would just build more chests, but like this place is already so cluttered that I don't even know where I would drop a chest that it's not going to look funny. And also, yeah, so basically I went and I got one of my Sabretooth killed, and I'm like, well, this will not stand. Because I got those Sabretooth from the from that, like, what is it, that dungeon that I'm never doing over. The one where you go and fight, what is it, like the Jebel Sog dungeon. Yeah, that one was just hellish, like, to do solo, and I don't want to ever. I mean, that was a unique experience. Let's put it that way. But I mean, glad I got through it, but I don't ever want to do that again. So. So since I don't ever want to do that again, actually I could maybe just fit everything here. What am I doing? I mean, if I took some of this stuff and actually put it where it belonged instead of just letting it sit here. How much room do I have to put stuff now? Yeah, so long story short, it was like the second time in my life that I've ever reverted a save in this game. It's like, but I decided, like, I could have been cheesy and just gone back like 5 minutes before the disaster happened. But I was like, nah, you know what, like, today never happened. This whole idea was a mistake. I should have taken the Sabretooth out here, So let me just start over fresh. So I looked for a save that was from like 4 days ago, which was like the last time I was playing, like the most recent save from then. And I restored that, which actually turned out to be just right, that it was like exactly where I was when I loaded in today for the first time, that I hadn't yet done anything. And it took me a little while to realize it's like, oh, the White Rabbit's gone too, because I picked that up on the way to the jungle where the mistake happened. So I gotta go find another one of those now. Actually, maybe I'll just do that for today. I might actually, I mean, that's a simple little do-over that shouldn't really be that hard to manage. But it's not, like, again, it's like, this is something, it's not something I want to get into the habit of doing, because one, it's a pain to go, like, look through the directory for and try and guess, like, which saves are from what point in my progress and so on, because it's not like when you're just like loading your save in Skyrim or something and you can see like thumbnails of where you were standing and stuff. It's like you were purely guessing based on timestamps. And after I did this, I did back up my saves to another directory just in case I do something incredibly stupid and then manage not to even have a save to go back to that hasn't been overwritten yet. Yeah, so I don't know. I think I'm going to leave the Sabretooths alone for now and just see if I can go find that rabbit again. I mean, I could take a different follower. I know that I just got her into the fold. Gave her a maul to work with. Let me see if I have any food to give her. Like, I might, I was tempted to go try do the plan I had for the dual Sabretooths tonight, but, I think I need something a little more low stress, because if I manage to get one or both of them killed on that, I think it's like I'm just going to want to rage quit, and I'm not going to want to be here. Yeah, I was looking for food, right? What else have I been playing lately? I've been playing a little Dead by Daylight. I caught up on, like, I'm most of the way through page 3 of the tome. I have like a little over 2 million blood points. I don't know when that new chapter that's in a PTB right now drops. Like, usually it's like a little before page 4 comes out, I think. But I'm not sure, like, I might be remembering wrong. Yeah, let me see what I can do here. Alright, did I literally just use that potion on my horse? I don't think that's what I was trying to do. I mean, my horse is better with agility weapons now. That doesn't really help me. Where is this? Yeah. Realized I should really have been using these potions a lot more the entire existence in this game. Also, did I never rename him? Oh, this might be an older save than I thought it was, actually. Wait, let's see if I even have my other golem over here. I might not even have, I might even be before that. Did I put him here? Okay, he's here. I didn't rename them, but they're all here. That's weird, actually. I wonder if I just didn't save the names for some reason. Because I'm pretty sure I renamed them all, like, right after I plunked this guy down. I don't know. I mean, they don't strictly need to be named. The names were kind of stupid anyway. Yeah, but I have... this is from... The Battle Pass unlock is like the Iron Slag Golem, which is, it's kind of just like a cooler looking version of the Stone Golem, basically. And then I have, what do I have over here? And I have, this one is, I believe, the Stone Golem. And this is the Iron Golem. He has an axe, and this one has a sickle, scythe, whatever you want to call it, and this one has the maul, the warhammer. Yeah, you know, I haven't actually, like, I could just take them with me. Maybe I should leave her here and actually take one of them. But I mean, the thing with golems is that every time they get into combat, like, they start out very powerful. They start out with like something like 9,000 health usually, or thereabouts, and like pretty good defense. But the thing is, they never. That's all they're ever going to get because they don't heal and can't be repaired. So when they wear out, that's it. You know, I mean, they have a lot of advantages in the sense they can't. I guess they. Well, I'm assuming, I haven't really tested it, but they can't be poisoned and so on. But yeah. I mean, right now they're basically decoration. I just have some, I'm trying to go easy on the coffee and not just guzzle it all day, so I'm having a little herbal tea over with honey over ice. I've got like a variety of fruit flavors and stuff. That's black cherry. It's actually pretty neat. So I think I'm gonna head toward the same area in the jungle base with where I found it the first time, because there's one area that has like 5 or 6 rabbits hopping around, and I guess like it was one of those. So yeah, so that Twitch drop has been out for a while. Actually, I think it might be past the time for that. And the blood, I don't know how they work. That like if you watch now, do you get the previous ones also? Like I'm not really sure how that works, but the blood crystal maul, and there was like the one that's disabled right now, but which was supposed to be the current drop, is like a little statue of a rock nose that you can make. I mean, it sounds cute, but I guess if it's crashing the game or something, I can understand why they disabled that drop temporarily. So that's Volcano, that's Black Keep, that's the north side of the jungle by where the passage and the giant bugs and whatever. So I guess it's this one. Hopefully we'll have a little better luck than last time. Coming here with like a very low level follower, and I hope she doesn't get like instantly ganked. I could use my slow full spell, but let's not make this take all day. This is actually pretty easy to scoot down. Also, these birds are good for like feathers and eggs and whatever, and they're probably not going to leave me alone even if I try to run past them. Fuck. Alright, let's get my knife out. Now, gotta keep, it was somewhere around this little bend in the river, like when you come down from the obelisk, like skid down and head west along this coastline. It's like this little bend in the river here. This was the area where I saw bunnies. And this is the area where the birds saw me and attacked. Stop. And there's a... Get him! Get him! Come on, you can do it. There you go. Oh crap, they're after us. Well, that's one way to gain a level. Alright, so anyway. Oh, Conan, never change. The last glitch will be fixed when the last barbarian is dead. Alright, I see one of those little guys hopping around over there, but I don't know if it's the kind I need. Let me see what we got. Nope. 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 Yeah, alright. That's not any of those. Hey. What the hell? Are you attacking a bunny? Screw you. Jerks. Big meanies. Last poor bunny. Oh, wait. Is that... No. Never mind. No, that's like... That's not the one I need either. Yeah, so this is like... I think the way it works, I could be wrong, I think is that it can spawn like anywhere that the regular bunnies spawn. There's a chance that one of them could be the tameable one. I mean, I could just run back and forth through this area until it resets a few times and then see if I get luckier the next time. Then I actually have to figure out what I'm going to do with a bunny, because what am I going to do with a bunny? Alright, come and get it. So I don't know if this is far enough to run that I'm going to get new bunnies when I come back. Yeah, so, you know, things were going really well, and I had like I had a bunny, and my saber-tooth was gaining levels really quick, and then it was like, haha, you screwed up. So, because you forgot the corrupteds exist. And they're a little dangerous to run into while leveling when your follower is still squishy. I don't know, I might actually want to run all the way back to where I came down from the obelisks and then try again from this direction. Let me just get on my horse and gallop over there. I mean, spawn manipulation is really not the most exciting thing to do in this game. If I wasn't trying for one specific thing really hard, I would just sort of let things happen naturally and just get it whenever I got it. I remember spending like a few hours trying to get the Cathedra of Featherstep from the area around that around New Asgard. Just because it really annoys me that I had one that was Legacy and I managed to get her killed during a very ill-advised run at the Volcanic Forge. Actually, was she Legacy or was like she was in the leveled up ones? I don't even remember. But yeah, you know, it's one of the... I think I had Seth the Pillow Dancer also once, and I managed to lose her too. I don't even remember. I think she was one of the ones that got killed like the first time that my base in the Highlands got like mostly destroyed because I wasn't ready for a purge. See, now I don't see any. Listen, just not seeing them. I see one in the water over here. Yeah, that is not the one. Which direction am I going? I mean, I could go over to that area by the docks and just do some farming and then come back much later and see what happens. I mean, the rate of actually finding the specific one that you need seems to be pretty low, though. Because I was, like, clicking on every bunny that I ran across in my travels for a long time, and that was, like, the first time I actually got one, and I was all excited. I mean, it's appropriate that, like, for, you know, being cheesy enough to roll back to a previous save of the my solo server, you know, it's probably appropriate that I had to give something up for that. Because, like, I specifically didn't want to just go back to, like, you know, say 15 minutes before I lost my follower and just, like, keep all the progress up to then, but because I think that would be, like, I don't want to, that would just be outright save scumming. Although that's the thing, is, like, you know, the reason I try to, like, not touch the console or anything like that either is because, like, once you sort of go down that road, it's, like, becomes very tempting to fix anything that goes wrong that way. Like, even when I had, like, my followers, because, like, they seem to, like, that bug where they follow you too close seemed to be back for a while, and, like, when they, like, trapped me in one of the caves, and, like, I ended up, like, pulling the bracelet to escape. That's not the kind either. I'm sure there's a YouTube video that explains, like, where every single one of these are and, like, best places to farm them and so on, and I'm not really what I'm going for right here. Do you remember if you see any this way? I know there are a bunch of spawn locations for them somewhere along the Noob River, too. Where are we? Right now we're actually heading back toward the... Yeah, so I've been playing a little bit of Dead by Daylight, as I was talking about. Also played some Destiny 2. I've been doing. They're coming up on a new season of that. Like I started the season of the Deep stuff. Although, it's another thing I haven't really, I don't really pay into that. It's just, that's not it. Looks kind of, see, it has to be like the bright white one. It's not like the gray ones and stuff don't count. Actually, just in case something happens again, let me remember what my keybinds are. Yeah, it's like that's... If I hold E, that's to give commands. I should probably consider, I should really just make E, return, because that's almost always the only command I ever give. But every now and then, once in a blue moon, I'll have to tell them to move out of my way or something. Oh, wow, that's fantastic. Why don't we just avoid that one? I think I'm going to have a dead follower in a second if she... I can kill one of these. They do hit pretty hard. I mean, I have epic light armor on, but it's still, it's only a light, and I'm not really spec'd into just being able to tank everything. I'm kind of a all-purpose build. As a matter of fact, I should probably, before I go anywhere else... Oh, I have another... I also went and I had some legendary shards I wasn't using, so I went to get some of the library of esoteric artifacts under Unnamed City. And now I have a battle spatula. This is basically a war axe. It just looks like a spatula, but it's, yeah. Fucking raw. There we go. And also I took one of the other illusions they gave was sort of this this cool ritual dagger looking thing that I put on my Tyrannian daggers. I mean, my Tyrannian daggers were already cool looking, but it's going to be one of those things where I can't see anything unless I put my light spell on, right? So I just do that.
Linda.
This lasts a pretty good long time, so I probably shouldn't need to renew it that much. Poison my weapons because if I do actually run into a corrupted again, well, first of all, I'm going to try to run. Second, if I do have to fight it, I'm going to fight unfair. I think I might just dismantle the birds just because I'm always don't have as many eggs as I want, so I don't know where the bird went though. Is this the bird? Yeah. Yeah, I think that other... I think, now that I think about it, that other armor from the, what do you call it? I'm wondering if, like, the one from that set was the Drachetto, armor. There was, like, a special Drachetto set there, I think. Okay. See, I know that that potion I drank only helps with agility weapons, but, you know, a strength, one that helps with strength weapons would be good for the Warhammer, but that one is much more of a pain to make. And I was experimenting with using the daggers and the bow more, so that's why I ended up making some of those instead. If I'm determined, I could get the ingredients to make all of them. It's just like nothing's like really out of my reach. It's just a matter of like how much do I feel like it's worth it.
Curse you!
I could harvest all these guys, but I already have more like feral flesh and hides than I know what to do with. And I think you only get feral from these. Well, actually, even if you get savory, I still and fur. I still don't know what to do with that either. So. I'm kind of like drowning in materials that I don't know what to do with at the moment. Now it's daylight, so this green thing is just going to follow me around annoying me. Well, also the day-night cycle is still, it's not like the normal day-night cycle because we still have the eclipse from the event, so it's implemented that way. Like, you don't have normal night, you have the regular daylight and the eclipse. I think I should put some more of these materials onto my horse where I don't have to carry them. Put that away since I don't really need more. I wonder if this is just a solo game bug or something, but I could still swear that they're trying to follow my wisp around instead of targeting me. I mean, it's always close to me, so I guess it doesn't actually matter that much, but still. I didn't think they meant for that to be something that the enemies could try to chase at all. This is roughly where the problem happened last time, so I'm hoping not to run into another one. She really likes kicking him. She's only like a tier 1 though, so I do have to be a little... Like, I mean, she's not like the most powerful that I could have recruited. I need to remember where I got her right now, actually.
Curse you!
That guy took way too long to react. Yeah, that's not normal. They would ordinarily be running as soon as I hit them. They'd be running straight toward me. Yeah. Naturally, the game behaves perfectly when I'm not streaming it, and then, like, as soon as I stream it, it starts doing weird shit like this. I mean, the game has generally had on and off AI problems since the get-go, so, you know, I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. But I mean, that's pretty much typical of all these games. I don't think I've ever seen one that didn't have, you know, characters walking into walls randomly or other things that happen now and then.
Curse you!
Yeah, this is one of the places you can pick up puffball mushrooms, which are very useful. Kind of hate to leave those behind if I don't have to.
Gods take you!
I really hope it's not like I restored from a corrupted save or something, and that's why everything's acting funny, but I'm probably overreacting there. I don't think it's that. Actually, I could just... As far as I can tell, this isn't a forbidden, like, you know, this isn't outside the ghost wall or anything, so I can actually just swim around here. Really nothing to see down here, though. Could head back to where I saw the rabbits and try again for that, maybe. You can harvest these by hand, but harvesting them with the tool, you get the multiplier. So you get multiple instead of just one. Got 420. Nice. That's the boat that takes you to the Sunken City, which is an area that I definitely would not take a new follower. Guys and their random walking patterns are just... Alright. Okay, he definitely noticed that. Here he comes. So that's what they normally do. So you get like a second where they're like, where did that come from? And then they're going to start galloping toward you. Although if he doesn't reach me in a few seconds, he's just going to tether back and get all his health back, so that doesn't really help me. It's kind of limited to what you do for like that kind of super long-range sniping like this, that with the bow, that like unless you have enough damage that you can just one-shot them. Because they're just going to, like when they can't reach you, they're just, and if you can't like, if you're not good enough to land consistent hits on them to keep them engaged, you know, they're just going to run back home. You gotta start over. Whichever one I made mad, I don't think I can hit them from here. That bird doesn't even notice that the guy's swinging at it.
Gods take you.
I'm out of stamina. Yeah, that gray filter and like the reverb on the sound is like that means you're just hit exhaustion, that you're out of stamina. It's like how the red blur around the screen tells you you're low on health. Where am I? I don't even remember where I'm going now. Wasn't I going back to get bunnies or something? Okay, let's try that again. Let's get stamina back. Let's not wait a frickin' minute. Let's go again. I think I know where I am, but I could be... Okay, I know where I am. Yeah, if I keep going north from here, I run into all the pirates. If I go west from here, I'll eventually run toward where I saw the bunnies. I'll be going past my jungle base on the way. My aim has left the building today. Wow. Alright, the hitbox is specific enough that if I can just miss by an inch past his beak, so we should aim more carefully. I still don't know what I'm all going to do with all this meat that I'm picking up. I don't even know where I'm going to dump it at this point. And there's this total disaster going on over here. Ooh, no, no. And I'm exhausted again. bunnies are like wisely fleeing for their lives.
Gods take you!
Some of this on my horse. Oh, I almost stabbed that poor bunny. I would have felt so shit about that. Alright, I want that thing out of here. I don't see any more of them hopping around right now. One and done. Looks like I'm coming home without a new bunny this time. What level is she? Still got enough food and she's level 12 already. Damn. Going on 13. I think that's far enough. Let's go back and see if anything has come back. No, that isn't it. I mean, that was still a pretty good little bit of leveling for today, though. Horse, are you okay? Yeah, all of the follower AI is being a little flaky today, and I'm not sure why that is. Every now and then I'll get a day like this where it just seems like they're just all having some kind of issue. And what is that? Is that the one I need? No. Nope, that's just a regular Benny. Well, you have fun being a bunny, I guess. Yep. Well, you know, a bad day looking for bunnies is still better than a good day at work, and so on. Yeah, I think I need to start heading back toward one of my other bases or something. There's not much more to do around here. I think I've exhausted the limits of this. I don't think I'm even checking in at my base. I think I'm just going to keep going because there's nothing to do there right now. And I don't need anything that I stashed over there. Also have a bunch of bears over there in those animal pens that I still don't know what to do with. Yeah, so I'm thinking I really need to, like, either, if I want to keep doing this, I really need to either start over on, like, a different server or something, because if I'm just going to keep this, like, sort of preserved solo game world, like, just because, you know, it was my first and I'm comfortable with it, and because I've had it basically forever at this point, you know, then like, you know, if I'm going to take, like, there's certain followers and stuff that it's just like they've been part of the scenery that, like, you know, if I actually don't want to actually take them out on adventures, because if I lose them, it's like I'm going to want to, like, you know, go into the save directory and make it never have happened. So it's like I'm a little too attached to everything I've got here, I think, is what I'm getting at. Like in SIPTA, basically, if something bad happened, I just sort of had to roll with it because I was trying to do the whole journey legit without any help from, like, turning purges off or whatever at the time. just going to get rid of this thing, and then I'm going to look at the map and see where I am, because I don't know where I am anymore. Are we close to... Alright. I know where I need to go. It's my cool daggers. Why do I still hear another one coming? Because there's another one coming, that's why. This. Yeah, sorry if I'm a little quiet right now. I'm just thinking really hard. Yeah, so I was doing some of the Destiny 2 content also, and, you know, I'm into the new season, and they have, like, some pretty cool new weapons, because they're starting to introduce the Strand weapons to, the like, you know, Strand is the new element, like, the one, because I remember, like, there was, Solar Arc and Void, and then they introduced Stasis with, I forget which of the, which of the expansions, but then now with like the with Lightfall they introduced Strand, which is a whole other new element, and now they're starting to like for the event, like for they did the Guardian Games event, and one of the weapons you could win through that was like a scout rifle that was Strand element, which was kind of neat, and now there's other new Strand weapons entering the common, you know, the loot pool in the new season. So I've got like some Strand auto rifles now and some other cool stuff. And that's just on the, just as someone who's like, you know, doing the free to play. Like if I think there's going to be like I think for Gambit they said there's going to be a fusion rifle and a linear fusion rifle that are Strand also, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. I don't know, like, what you have to do to get them to drop, though. I haven't tried to get them yet in the new season. But that's a game I've been enjoying a bit. One of the things I realized about that game, though, is that since they got rid of all those like blue rarity items that used to clutter up your inventory that you used to get from like almost every activity, it was like every other item you got seems was like, even after you had leveled up, was like one of those blue things that you couldn't really do anything with it but dismantle it. Which is kind of like just automatically like just break it down for glimmer and basically money and spare parts. So it's basically vendor trash. But I hadn't finished my collections on that on my other two characters. Like I was a hunter main, and like I didn't start the other two character classes until like the Titan and Warlock until later. And now I realized I probably never finished those collections, because now the only place you can get those blue drops is from like I think either Lost Sectors or from like some activity in Neomuna that I hate. So and the chance of actually getting one you don't have already is like very, very slim. So I might just have to give up on ever completing that, because I guess I should have done it. I mean, I wasn't, like, at the time, I wasn't really plugged into the game's meta or whatever. Like, I didn't read the forums. I wasn't, like, watching all the videos to find out what was optimal and all that stuff. So I didn't even know that change was coming. So I wasn't that invested in the game yet at that time. Oh, I lined up all my hyenas because I was sick of this clusterfuck over here. Excuse me. Sorry. Got a frog in my throat and a song in my heart tonight. Where am I going to put my horse? Like, I wanted to stop putting him indoors because that looks like really weird, honestly. So. Could just have her stand out here for now. Just guard the horses, I guess. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. Hello? Ma'am? There we go. Yeah, everything's acting a little flaky right now. That's not a great sign. I really hope I didn't break something that, like, this world, like this version of the playthrough is borked now, but I guess I'm gonna find out eventually. I don't even want to do the sorting inventory shuffle right now. I think I am just checking out, so... Well, anyway, I think that's enough for right now. This was more of like just a test stream to get back into the swing of things, but... I think I would like to take a little break from this and maybe go play something else for a little bit tonight. But anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. The Twitch stream will get exported to my YouTube channel at some point, and I will catch you next time. Stay safe till then, and have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care. Bye-bye.